It is Rachel and John, and we have our own personal meteorologist. It seems
really
like
do.
every once in a while. But Ron, I'm going to do the worst dad joke yet so far.
Oh, you did it already.
You're usually in front of a green screen, but we have you in front of greenery today. Is that good? Yeah.
Thanks for laughing at him, Ron.
Right. So,
does the band over there, do they have a drum?
Nobody else.
They don't. But everybody would probably rather hear them play than me tell that joke again. So Ron Smiley, KDK, meteorologist, welcome to our porch tour.
Thank you.
Ron.
This is not your porch.
It is not our porch.
It's yours for the
We have
next
welcomed
hour.
people, yeah. But, we tell people all the time, you really are what people see on TV is what you get. You are the same person. You're up there on the hill talking to everybody. You're from this area, so you probably recognize half of this yard.
It's nice that you say I'm from this area. I live here now, so
True.
I claim it, and hopefully they allow me to claim it.
Well, Yinzers, it takes some time, but you've been here long enough that we certainly declare you a Yinzer.
Should I tell you that I still, if I go to Permanis, I ask for the fries on the side?
No.
she's taking my Yinzer card now.
Ron, please exit the porch. But you actually do have a fan in Rachel, and I don't know, looking over at the ukulele band here, how many get a Permani sandwich the way it's supposed to be? All right.
Okay. They're mad at you.
We have a couple.
Everybody else is
Yeah.
in favor of you, Ron. But that's okay. We're friendly people here in Pittsburgh, unless you're from Cleveland.
I am not a fan. I mean, we talked about this on the radio.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Permanis. It is not my jam.
Okay.
I don't think it's necessary to have all that stuff on 2 pieces of bread. And
There
a
you
lot
go.
of people agree with me.
You're right. Well,
right? It's just too much. And you're a healthy guy. I mean, right?
I mean, yeah. It's odd to put the fries on everything.
Yes.
So, I'm not
To each their own.
Right, to each their own.
Right, no judgment.
But for me, it's just and it's nice because I don't have to order a separate thing of fries, which nowadays might be $15 on their own.
True.
Yeah,
It's economical.
Right.
That is a true story.
Right, so I get my fries on the side, which I want with the sandwich anyways,
Yes.
and then you get your sandwich that's there as
Yeah.
well. So,
Okay.
the big fish, by the
Yeah.
way. It's Bomber.
Is that right?
Okay. Ron,
Send
for
checks to Ron
people-
Smiley.
Yeah. Or fries.
There you go. For people who know you from KDK, and you are, one of our favorite weathermen, because we love Ray as well.
Yeah, Ray's
But-
awesome.
And Mary's fantastic. They're all great,
we
but
got great crew.
just
Yeah.
have you and him on the regular with us. And the question would be, what do you do whenever you're not on air? Because it does feel like you're there all the time. What would people be interested to know about you?
And it's I don't feel like I feel like I'm kind of boring at times.
Same.
Later on today, I'll be hanging out with my daughters. We finally we finished a video game yesterday. My youngest and I did.
Okay.
So, and today she wants to go out, probably to a park or something like that. So we'll kick the ball around. I just
You're an outdoorsy guy.
Yeah, I'm doing dad things.
The last time we talked to you, you were biking with her, so that's great. You
Right,
love
and
to
it'll
be
probably end up with the bike in the truck today too. So that's her thing right now. She loves to get out and bike. I introduced the last time I introduced hills to her.
Yes.
We didn't do great with these Pittsburgh hills, so we'll find another place that's nice and flat today, and just keep riding.
What was the toughest part, going up or controlling it coming down?
I would not go down.
Yeah, for her, she was scared of both.
Okay.
So yeah, she was, and it's so bad when you have to, the walk of shame. For bikers, at least, that's walking up the hill with your bike.
Sure.
So then, I was making it up and down the hills, but it's named the South Hills for a reason.
Sure. Yes. Exactly. That is a true story.
Especially when you're in a car, sometimes you might not realize how hilly these places are until you're doing something like biking or walking them or something like that, and you're like, oh, this is kind of a big hill.
Yeah, understood. Yeah. So in terms of outdoors, like anything else that you guys are doing, like in the summertime, what would be the typical Smiley plans?
Well, I think it's, kind of normal. We'll get to some state parks here coming up when it finally warms up.
Yeah.
Yes. Yesterday we are actually at Kennywood. So we were doing the Kennywood thing. We had friends that were there. So it was so cold.
Yes. So cold. I
know that this won't air, but we're kind of in that middle of that cold.
We might be on June 28th. If it airs on the 29th, it might have still been cold.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yes.
So it's on the cool side.
Yeah.
But so we were out there. But state parks. We'll be doing our big trip to Chicago in a couple of weeks too. One of the great things about Pittsburgh, all these big towns you can kind of drive to, come back a day or two later. So, that's what you got to love about this town. There's plenty to do in town. There's plenty to do even if you want to get out of town.
And are your kids interested in those kind of things? Seeing, like, first of all, I love the fact that you hear, and again, we always say that this is a pass-through kind of business every once in a while as far as personalities on TV and radio, but we keep capturing people's hearts, so you seem to really like it here. But
I hope that I'm here for a while.
Yeah. And we do.
Stop. John, he said for a while.
Yeah. In a while.
No, forever.
Forever.
Okay.
But I don't know. I said for a while, but this
the
is
girls
home.
grew up here, so now you have to.
I know.
They're your yins.
They're my anchor.
But they like to go see other cities and kind of come back home. What's been their favorite, or have you just started this process? Like,
no. I think that we've been doing it for a while. As crazy as it is, the thing I like about Pittsburgh and where we live in town is that it's still a quiet town. You know, we're kind of in that area where there's not a lot of traffic or anything like that. If we want to get out during the rush hour times. The other day, I had to go over to Bakery Square.
Love Bakery Square.
I do too.
Yes.
I don't like going to Bakery Square at 6 o'clock in the afternoon.
Sure.
Because it makes you swear in front of your kids. The drive.
John's it's become your thing.
He's speaking truth.
Yeah.
He's speaking truth power right there.
It is. It's a great place to go, but man, I'll tell you, they need to install maybe 10 or 12 more red lights in between here and there, right?
But wait, Ron, we asked you this on the radio, and now I forget. What was your place that you've always wanted to go, but you've not yet?
Did
we ask you that? I swear we asked you that. No.
I don't know if you did. There's probably a lot of places here.
Really?
That it's always interesting to me when we get those restaurant. Like they're like,
sure.
These are the restaurants you have to be in Pittsburgh.
Yes.
And like 6 of them I haven't gone to, and it's always changing.
Yes.
So, but there's just not enough time.
There's not.
And not enough calories.
No.
Until they can get like the calories going the other way.
I know. It is so true. I know.
It's like I can't eat out every day.
Yeah.
So we need a negative calorie restaurant.
Yes. That would work.
Are you a lunch packer? Like when you go to work? Seriously, are you like packing your stuff, or do you go out? Do you wait until you leave?
He's
totally laughing at me like,
just don't say, don't give us the
Did
quote.
someone put you up to this?
No, I swear to God. Why? Are you a lunch packer?
So, I have to be at work at, I'm there at around 3:15 every morning.
Sure.
And so, yes, I do. I'm the snacker first off, I air fry 6 eggs every morning.
I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
That's I don't eat the yolk, so I only eat the egg white part of it.
Yeah.
But so they already tease me about my eggs that I have at work, and sometimes, for 5 or 10 minutes, you can hear me over there breaking the shell while the anchors are on.
I always thought it was somebody's shoes. Walking to the studio.
So you hear me like, dunk, dunk, dunk,
Ron, that is hysterical. I did not know this about you. I love that we learned something new about Ron Smiley.
Yeah, but
wow.
My breakfast lunch / is always the same at work every morning.
It's a little blunch with Ron.
Right.
Egg blunch with Ron.
Right, yeah. So eggs and then some Greek yogurt.
Okay.
It's the second thing. But yeah, they tease me about this all the time.
I did not know that.
So that's why I was wondering. I was like, they put you up to this.
No, swear to God, no. Nothing here.
Yeah, she's slam dunking.
Yeah.
Right. So So I'm always I'm not always snacking, but I always have the food behind
on reserve.
The weather. Right.
I'm like that too in my bag. I had cantaloupe, a whole thing of cantaloupe yesterday.
They will, and sometimes it does change. Like for a while, it was oatmeal, peanut butter, and then blueberries.
Okay.
And so I'd bring it all into work.
Sure.
But I'd have
it's like a pack.
Right.
Yeah.
But I learned that I could keep the peanut butter at my job, and so I would roll out this big Costco thing of peanut butter.
Oh my God!
I want to remind everybody who is speaking, because we need to testify here. But it is Ron Smiley, KDK meteorologist. We appreciate you joining us on the porch. But Ron, this information is so good, but.
John has a riveting question.
Our riveting question of the day. And actually, you know what? If I might digress for a second, the first podcast you ever did underneath the bridge in Homestead, it was a very, I don't know why we're always asking you bathroom questions, but.
Wait, you remember that?
Remember, we asked him, will you use a porta-john? That was our question of the day, that particular podcast. Would you use a porta-john?
I mean, you got to at some point, right?
At a hotel.
I never go to a porta-john.
It's
got to be dire.
I heard
for a
Mary
porta.
Claire, our host, say, if anybody needs the restroom, I think think she said. But do you call it a bathroom or a restroom wherever you are?
I think I more than likely would say bathroom. I need to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
But I sometimes would use restroom too.
Yeah.
You know, like where's the restroom
Ron's
at?
a middle guy.
Right.
Yeah. My uncle from Florida used to say always that only in Pittsburgh people call it a bathroom.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. So
I thought you were about to ask me like how many times in the show.
I'll tell you how many.
right. You
It always goes to bathrooms.
That's why I had to cut this short because I didn't know what else. Rachel said when it goes in, it has to come out. Let's talk about that part of it.
That's Shrek. That's Shrek. Better out than in, I always say. Ron Smiley, where can everybody find you, follow you, all that good stuff?
I'm on all the socials. So lately I've been trying to make a TikTok push.
Yes.
It's better to create videos there and then just move them over to maybe like Threads or to X now or to Facebook. So I start over on TikTok and then kind of move over from there. But anywhere, I'm easy to find. You can find me.
It's Rachel
Ron Smiley,
and John.
one of our faves, John.
Yep. It's Rachel and John.
Oh, that was smooth.
In the meantime, Ron, the next time you're on, we promise never to ask you a bathroom question. Okay?
I'm done with bathroom questions.
Don't think that's a promise.